Day 6, guys, let's go. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna keep trying my hardest. The problem, it's not, I think I can keep up with the editing. I think what's really gonna be the problem is creating just content and showing you guys what's going on. So I'm on my way to Packard. Let's have a conversation about Packard, guys. I love them. And I do a lot of stuff through them. I sell a lot of tires. I've sold quite a few superchargers. If you're a subscriber and you bought a supercharger or tires or wheels for me, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. I do see some negative comments about Packard sometimes, and I don't want people to get scared away from that. There's a lot of things going on with them. They have a lot of business and they just don't have the staff really. And I think they're just in that weird margin of you still got to make money to survive, but then it costs money to hire on more people. So you have to ride that line. That's why when I tell people, if you want anything from Packard, to buy it through me, because I live 30 minutes away. I go there at least once a week, and I pretty much handled the customer service side for Packard. I don't work for them at all. I'm just a dealer for them, but I know them so well that I know all their products really well, and I take care of my customers. So if you see negative talk about Packard and it kind of scares you away, don't be scared, because I'm going to handle all the customer service. I'll handle any of the headache side for you as a dealer for them, and you don't really have nothing to worry about. Guy gave me some cash yesterday. Didn't get a chance to go get it. He didn't care about getting the wheels same day. I'm going there now to pick up the wheels and tires for him. I'm going to drop them off at his house because that's just who I am. It's in season again. If you're in Utah, Idaho, Wyoming, Nevada, and you want me to build a car for you, I'm ready to take on another big build. I'm officially back for good, and we're not in the South anymore. So you guys want your car built, I'd love to build it for you. And so anyways, reach out to me on Instagram, Offroad Diaries, and I'll reply back fairly quick. Other than that, let's go get some wheels, and then I'm going to take you guys back, and we're going to go back to the park. I'm going to handle some work, and then I'm going to show you guys the new Pro R we got, kind of give you a rundown.
See, we're gonna work in the garden today. Mama's getting us some snacks. So we gotta go prep our garden. Yeah, but we gotta put our shoes on. You're pointing it the wrong way. All right, come on, we're walking. See, we don't know where our golf cart is, so we're having to walk today, but it's not like it's a far walk. It's good to stretch our legs, and it's 75 degrees today. Thrilled. I was looking at the weather yesterday in Anchorage, because that's where my parents are, and it was 3 degrees. Ew. So, we're stretching our legs, getting some vitamin D. Yeah, you did it. Huh, it's good to walk around the park. Breathe some fresh air, huh, Miles? Come on, babe. It takes us a little bit longer because the distractions are a lot broader than just hopping on the golf cart and going. But we're not really in a rush today because we're just gonna work on the garden. I got some liquid fertilizer, revitalizer, soil revitalizer stuff to boost the nitrogen so we can get it prepped. So when our little sprouts start sprouting, we can plant our veggies. Oh, Miles. So, all right, that's where we're going, guys. It just takes us a little longer. Yeah, you did it? Good job. Should we go show them the new Taj Mahal site? Come on, let's go look at the Taj Mahal. So these right here are premium exclusive sites that we have. And they've got the pergola, which offers some great shade. They still have awesome views of our mountains, and they have little outdoor patio areas with the barbecue grill for this particular site. So it's like a private barbecue grill, little fireplace, and I've also got like some little flower pots and hanging lights that we got to put up. So we've got 5 of these exclusive premium sites, And then our new Paws Mahal. The Paws Mahal, you guys. Tell me that is not just chef's kiss or a puppy kiss, you could say. Look, we've actually done pretty good making it this far. Good job, Miles. Come on, baby. Did it. He was checking the pedestal, checking the sewer caps, doing his due diligence. Bless you. Oh no, did your sneeze knock you down? Oh my goodness. You okay? Okay, come on. So site number 40 here. This is our new Paws Mahal site. So we don't allow, pets must be leash and attended at all times. We do have our off-leash park over there where it is completely fenced in, where they can let their pets run off-leash. But what we decided to do is add this new site that's completely fenced in. The RV would pull up right here, and then their patio is also fenced in, so the people can hang out with their puppy dogs in this area. Or if you've got kids too, this is a great way to kind of, like, I would love this site for Miles because I can trap him in here and don't have to worry about him running off. And so this is a good example. So we have a pergola coming, so it'll match those pergolas over there. The pergola will be up, and then that's the fire pit, little outdoor seating area with a container to hold the cushions. It will also have a barbecue grill. And then I also got a little like mini trash can, so they have their own trash can for their dog poo to clean up after. And then this little elevated pet cot, so that way their pets have a little section. And look at this, it works already. Miles is contained. What do you think, baby? You like it? You tested the durability? Cameron's gonna lose his mind if you knock this over. Miles. Hey! He's waving at Cameron. Okay, babe, we gotta go see Lily. Come on, we gotta go to the office. You coming? You gonna come? Come on. What's wrong? What do you have, Miles? You got some pretty flowers. Wow, let me smell. Wow. Oh. Jonathan had to run down south because he had to go pick up some wheels for a customer from Packard. And Lily and I have been in here. I've been researching. I thought this blueberry bush was dead because it's literally twigs. And when I Googled it, it said if you do a scratch test and there's any green on any of the branches, it's salvageable. Which, if you look right there, she's got a little green. So I gave her some soil fertilizer and then have this like coconut mulch stuff that I just packed in. So I'm gonna see if we can save this blueberry bush. I think she's savable because it says. And the internet doesn't lie, you guys. So clearly, she's gonna definitely be saved. So I've been working on the garden. Me and Miles will take you guys over there. Miles has been wreaking havoc. Miss Maggie set him up. I picked it up, but she set him up with a whole little chill area. He had a whole backrest and his snack. She got him French fries. He was watching Mickey Mouse and just living his little best life, huh, Miles? Yeah? Yes, you living your best life? Should we go show them the garden and what we did so far? Yeah? Okay, wanna go show them the garden? Wanna come with me? Yeah.
All right, guys, we were lucky enough to be here at Packard, and they just got their first supercharged Xpedition out. He's about to go for his first rip in it, and I'll be selling these too. So it's gonna be, Jed said it's gonna be 5 pounds. It's not like you're making 500 horsepower, but it really wakes this thing up. Oh, you got a seatbelt on.
Yeah, I didn't have a seatbelt on, the limits there.
What's the retail on this guy?
6,400.
That's not bad. Cheaper than a Pro R supercharger, guys.
Right?
Wait. That's what it should be from stock.
It should be.
That should be factory ride.
Right?
So yeah, that is way better.
Yeah, and then once we get the intercooler and stuff going up, there's gonna be we'll get you cranked up. They're about 6 more pounds of boost.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Dude, that'd be awesome.
Safely and reliably, so it'll be fun. At 60 pounds, you're about, I think it was like 160-ish.
Oh, dude, that'd be
You said 160?
What'd you think?
Nice.
It's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Like it's like twice the machine. Twice the
Right?
machine in like
It's all where you want it in the bottom end.
yeah, like in the middle and lower where it already has the top end part, but it's that middle range that was gutless that it's like, oh, now all of a sudden you don't have to have it hammered just to like get your
To get it to respond
get to
at
move.
all.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Wait till you get in the sand, you know, where you need every little bit of power you can get to make it work.
that's the biggest part with it is like I have zero confidence in doing any kind of incline in the sand because it's like you know you're pinned already, and it's like if it just gets a little bit steep, you're screwed. And it's like, dude, I can feel already how much more where it's like, oh no, I've got throttle here. I still have another third that I can like make things work. So yeah.
Shovels has another gear, more legs in the top end as well.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I had to come back to pick up my keychain that Autumn gave us. It's kind of special and it's sentimental to me. Look, Patty Mayo's just sitting right there. Guess she's for sale already. Like I said, I had to get my keychain. It says, "Yo, the best dad ever." I gotta have that. I think they said they're asking for 26 for Patty Mayo. That's a freaking steal, guys. That's it's a good deal. Hypercoast springs, shocks are rebuilt. The tires are, they don't really have a ton of use on them, so if you guys are looking and you want to buy Patty Mayo, the unturbocharged version of her, RSK cage, that cage is worth like $3,800. It's a trucky, low chop, and electric off-road bumper, Viper shifter. I don't know, it's got some miles on her, but I change the oil like every 300 miles, so if you're interested, there you go.
Okay. Oh, Cameron's out here mowing already. Are you waving to him, Miles? He's so funny. To get you, he was gonna get you, Miles. So this is our little outdoor area. I got those hanging pots that we've got these little hook things to spruce this little outdoor sitting area with this nice outdoor barbecue grill. Miles, come on, let's show him the garden. So I got this like farmer's secret soil revitalizer. So I've been prepping all my boxes. I got this box ready to go. I replanted all my irises into this planter. Don't mind the crack there, guys, it's fine. Did you know that parsley apparently will come back? I guess we had such a mild winter that the parsley literally looks amazing. So I'm gonna trim this back and give it some life. I'm probably the worst gardener there is because I don't use trimmers. I just use my hands and I pull stuff. I'm lazy, but it gets the job done. So I revitalized this box, that box, that box, this box, which I just pulled up all this mint from that Hot Mess Express over there, and I'm putting it in this pot, and I'm gonna see if I can get it to regrow. She's not looking too happy right now, so we'll see what happens. And then I revitalized this box, and then there's my blueberries, and then I need to work on this box and this box, which these are gonna be my big projects to do. But Miles like takes off running and I gotta chase him down, so trying to do things is a little tricky. I gotta just do it when I can. Miles is waving to Cameron. Cameron's taking off. Miles, come here, come show him your flowers. Come here. Come show him your flowers, baby. Oh, he wants to go inside the clubhouse. So what I'm gonna do is hey! I've got some thyme and really just the thyme that's over in that box. I'm gonna dig that up and replant it next to the parsley. And oh, I've got chives in there too, so I'll save those. Oh, he's going. Sir, you can't just take off. So this is our clubhouse building. So we've got a little lounge area. We've got a little like board game and book nook. We had one of our long-term guests that used to stay with us paint this whole mural, which is really cool. It's got little hidden Easter eggs of Miles. You hear yourself? I hear you loud and clear. So there's like, this is to represent the Golden Spike Transcontinental Railroad, Willard Bay, and the Bird Migratory. And then we've got the Spiral Jetty and Crystal Hot Springs, and then our beautiful mountains. So that's kind of our little montage of our local area of what we've got to offer. And then we've got our kitchen area. We've got little seating areas here with our, what is this called, vending machine? Why is it temporarily out of order? And then we got our exercise facility here. Miles is trying to make an escape. And then down there, we've got bathrooms, laundry, and then our world map where people can mark where they're visiting from. My dad actually bought that for us for the park and put it together. So, Miles, what are you doing? Okay.
All right, guys, so in the midst of editing this video, I realized it was going to be like 40 minutes long when I got done. And we're just trying to throw 15 to 20 minute videos out for this little 30-day series, minus the quote-unquote our story of everything. So we're going to go ahead and end it here. You're going to wake up tomorrow, 6 in the morning after you see this video, and you're like, oh my God, there's another video. I'm going to talk about the differences between the 22 to 24 Pro Rs versus the 25 and 26s, and show you a little bit more in depth about the particular model of Pro R that we bought. So I'm so excited, guys. Thanks so much for watching all of these. I really appreciate the love you guys have shown us and the personal messages that y'all have messaged us about the kind of our life stories. If you haven't seen those yet, go back and watch them if you want to get to know us better. Otherwise than that, it's 1 in the morning and kind of want to go cuddle with my family. So have a great night, guys. We'll see you tomorrow at 6 in the morning.